Welcome back. It is Tuesday, March 17th. We made it through our mounted orienteering event this weekend, which was wonderful. We had beautiful 70-degree sunny weather. And then Tennessee did its thing again, where everything changed. So yesterday we got snow. It's still pretty cold today, and it's been a little bit more slow going. So Sin and I have had a handful of sessions since my last video. Good. Just still working on facing up. He's really comfortable at this point with the stick rubbing on his face, ears, and neck. And he has sniffed my hand. I have been using a little bit more energy as I push him around the gentling pen. It kind of seems like he needs that force around in order to draw in with more force, if that makes sense. So when I'm doing it a little too gently and not asking more of him, it seems like he stays reserved and on the fence, versus when I push more, he takes more steps towards me once he's stopping, at least that I have found. Good boy. He did kind of sniff at my hand a little bit when I gave him his hay yesterday, which was nice. He had gotten kind of weird about just any sort of movement towards him from humans in his stranger danger moments. Good boy. Good boy. So that was nice. It seems like he's starting to get comfortable and maybe get a little bit of his curiosity back. I'm going to go ahead and send him around again. So the weather should be warming back up again. I could have done a little bit more energy there. Boy, but I'm just immediately going to touch his neck, I don't even have to do his nose with the stick. So he's really comfortable with the stick. And I was watching a video this morning from, I'm horrible with names, especially during pregnancy, so I'm going to look it up. So I found out that this event, Road to the Horse, is happening, which everybody but me knew about. I just live in a hole. And Elisa is competing. So Elisa is an eventing and Mustang trainer, and she's very popular, and she is one of the competitors in Road to the Horse, along with Ryan Rose, who's a trainer that I follow quite a bit. And I'm sorry, I can't remember the last competitor, but those two are pretty big inspirations to me. So I just found out about that, and I was watching her interview that she had on the Road to the Horse YouTube. Good boy. And she actually did talk about one of her Mustangs and how using the stick like I am with Senna was more effective to make progress, and that progress was slow because of kind of the energy and the heartbeat in her hand was almost too much for that Mustang to handle. And they were very sensitive to it. And it was inspirational and validating for me as someone who's in that exact same situation. With Senna, he really picks up on energy a lot, which I think will make him a great riding horse when it's time. I think that having finite communication will probably be something he excels at. This whip is not for you. And it really just inspired me. There is a event for the horse happening on Thursday, and my husband's off, so I'm trying to convince him to go on Thursday, but it is a 3.5 hour drive each way for us, and it's in the middle of his work week, and then he goes back to work, so it's kind of a lot to ask of him. But he also loves Ryan Rose, and he also really liked the colt starting challenge at the Equine Expo, and this seems like just a really like much bigger version of that. And so I would love to go, but I have also asked a lot of him and putting on the events and getting ready for the baby and getting the Mustang and all of that. So I don't know. I don't know if we'll go or not. I would really like to. And if we don't go this year, then I definitely am putting it on my calendar for next year. I think I might put it on the calendar instead of maybe the Equine Expo, as much as I love to support them. There's not really that many local folks that go. And it seems like Road to the Horse is just kind of a bigger version of that. And yeah, Ken McNabb will be there. Zach loves Ken McNabb too. And so there's just a lot of, it seems like high-end clinicians there that we would love to continue to learn from. Zach has voiced a couple of times now that he still really does want a Mustang, and he would like to have that be one of his summer projects. So he kind of has told me I need to hurry up with Senna to make room for his. And so I think it would be cool for us to go, but we just all, forever have a lot going on. So we'll kind of see. Senna's been watching me play with Illyria a little bit with this whip, and I don't want to accidentally fling it at him from getting it from her. Hey, baby. But I really like that we can kind of be flopping around with it, and he's learned the intention of the energy with it to not be concerned. It would be really easy for him to decide that this cat flopping around is kind of crazy. He does still get this concerned as we close the gap to each other a little bit, but he's getting more curious, so now he wants to play with the stick. Yeah, you silly boy. You silly boy. And if I had to try to read his mind, I'd say he would love to maybe sniff me a little bit right now, but he's still nervous. And so I've just been pushing in small ways, Part of me wants to take my right leg and tip it towards him a little bit so he can maybe sniff my foot, but I think that might be too much, so I'll hold out my hand a little bit. Hi, sweet boy. Hey. There you go. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. And that was a little bit too much. That's all right. That's all right. Let's move around. Other exciting things happening this week. More Mustangs are coming in to Fall Creek Falls. Huh, that was weird. Fall Creek Falls should be getting some Mustangs in from, I think, the Forest Service on Friday. Good boy, Senna. Thank you for not running over my very dumb cat. So I plan to try to get down there if I'm able to, depending on when they come in. Good boy. Good boy. That wasn't quite enough energy there for it to really mean much, but we'll take it. Rebecca will be out of town because she's going to Road to the Horse because Elisa is a really good friend of hers. So I'm hoping to be down there to help get footage while she's out. And we have some Airbnb guests coming this weekend into next week. And I've got some haul-in rides happening. Good boy. Good. 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 Yeah, I like that. That's very good. So yeah, what should be a chill week has already got a lot of things added to the calendar. So I told Zach I wouldn't be doing anything this week after the event because I was so exhausted. But yesterday I drove an hour and a half to Dunlap for a social media workshop that Rebecca and Carrie put together, which was really cool. And it was snowing, and so I was gone basically all day. Today I did finally take it easy. I woke up, got some things done, took a nap, tried to go into town to get some errands done at the co-op, but I needed to get the tires replaced on the for the front lawnmower tires because things are starting to grow, and if you don't get ahead of it, it gets out of hand really quick. Good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. You want love so bad, and I want to love you so bad. But their tire shop was closed, so it ended up being a trip into town to grab some water and an energy drink, and we came right back. So gonna work with this sweet man for a little bit, and then probably work on the Airbnb, even though I don't want to, or hang up my signs that I've painted, which I do want to do. So we'll see. Good boy. There. Good. So he touched my hand. That was great. I'm gonna step away. He gave me a little snort before he did it. He's curious but still nervous. So I'm gonna reward him with some space. He had gotten a little bit more like communicative with his licking and chewing. He's a lot harder to get a lick and chew out of than most horses, which is fine. I'm going to see if I can't get a lick and chew from that nose touch. It kind of seems like he stays in that curiosity mode, and it's harder for him to flip into the processing mode to get that lick and chew. Like, he's still looking at me like, why did you walk away? He's not thinking about the fact that I gave him a release, I don't think, because he touched me. He wants to know where I went. But it's important that I still give him the release. To one, not compound stress on him. Good boy. But two, I want to keep his curiosity here. I think when I had first started working with him, I was pretty guilty about pushing the envelope a little further, and it got me moved along pretty quickly. But I don't know how effective that was for him mentally. So, hi. Good boy. And he's still staying curious. As I approached even from far away, he kind of dipped his head down. And he's got his weight leaned on that front left foot. But he still has his front right ready to back up if he was to need it. I'd like to get him curious enough that front left leg comes forward to me and he commits to taking a step here. I feel like if I keep advancing right now with him on that half defensive stance, it's gonna be more likely that he pushes away. and sends out. So I need to either make a decision to pull him in to me, which I'm trying to do now, or commit to sending him away before he does. And I feel like we're at a little bit of impasse. I don't know that he's going to come to me. So in the past, I would have kept waiting for a while before I made a move here, hoping he would come towards me. And I've learned to go ahead and choose a path and continue. So I'm going to go ahead and move him confidently but calmly. And he wants to stop here after doing one lap, but I'm gonna keep him moving a little bit. Good boy. I really love that he's mindful of Illyria. I wouldn't fault him if he tried to chase after her or stomp her or something, being a wild horse, but I think I just really appreciate his nature of being compassionate. Good boy, that's really close. And I'm going to give him a big release for that. So he came like right up to my hand. He didn't quite sniff my hand, but I could tell that the energy was rising from being there. Good, I got a lick and chew. That's wonderful. And so I figured I'd best reward that. So I'm going to give him some space, and then I'm going to walk towards him and push him out again, calmly but confidently, and see if I can't draw him back in a similar manner. I'm going to give him a few more seconds after that lick and chew. Got a chicken joining me. Between the chickens, the goat, and the cats, and the dogs, Senna certainly gets his fair share of experiences. Good. There, good. Very good. So there I tried hand without whip first. That did freak him out a little bit. So I moved the whip back to that hand facing him, and then he sniffed the hand with the whip in it. Okay. Good boy. Good boy. Hi. Yep. And the cat's back again. He's watching her and watching me. Good boy. Good boy. He's in a different corner now, and this corner tends to be the not as confident corner. Hi. But he still is really curious about getting to the hand on the whip. So he's allowing the whip to touch him, but he's still kind of holding his nose out like he wants to check out a little bit more of me. But getting close makes him nervous. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Very good. Yeah, very good. Good boy. Good boy. There we go. I really am almost grateful that he regressed the way he did. Good. I got kind of a stroke down his nose there. Very good boy. Because it felt really too easy and at the beginning, and I feel like this is just so much more rewarding, gaining his trust from a truly wild feeling place. And I hope that really deepens our bond and relationship together. Good boy. Okay, I'm not tall enough to reach out and pet without taking a step forward, but he did tolerate my goofiness there for a second. I do think if I take a step forward, he may not feel comfortable with that yet, but I might give it a little bit of a try. Good boy. There. Good. And he can move off, and that's okay. Nope, nope, nope. But I'm going to make sure I add some pressure on my end so that I'm asking him to move. Do a couple laps and see if his energy comes down and he gains. Oh, a new corner. Are we trying every corner out? It's a little interesting to me that he's kind of moving to other places. I don't know if he's trying to like get a feel from different angles maybe. Before he was very consistent at, really preferring the same places. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. And he really doesn't mind the stick like at all. I can rub it all over him in between his ears, which I'm hoping means that once we're touching more and we get the halter going, that I'll have the same response there. No idea what to expect. So I gave him like half a second to think about turning in towards me, and he still needed to move. And I kind of took that as him telling me like I've got some energy built up, I need to work this out before I'm ready. And so I just tried to get better at picking up the signals he's giving me. So I'll try again. Good. Good. Came right up and sniffed my hand. There you go. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Yeah. He's a sweet boy. Good boy. Good boy. Even though I'm not touching him, I'm just kind of mimicking what my hand movement would be if I was. Good boy. Good boy. Good. Go. Good boy. Go. Good boy. Good boy. Good job, Cinna. Good job, Cinna. Good boy. And he really does seem pretty comfortable here, so I'm going to just stay for a minute. His body language is nice and calm. He's not snorting. He's got his head down. Give him some scratches on his neck with my stick here. Good boy. Good boy. Good. A little bit more of a stroke down the nose with my hand. Yeah. If he's comfortable, I'd like to move my body a little bit closer to him to offer some more contact. If he pivots away, then I'll just direct that energy. Hey, good boy. What a good boy. I could tell he really, really wanted this. He's been wanting this for a few days now, but he's been so nervous. I'm so proud of you. Thank you for trusting me. Good. Thank you for trusting me. I'm so proud. I'm so proud, my handsome boy. Hey, handsome boy. How magical. Hey, you. How magical are you, huh? Good. He leaned in a little bit when I drew away. I can't really describe how cool of a feeling it is to have him literally so scared of me, and then I can feel like Ryan Rose kind of described it too. You can feel them just kind of melt, like the walls start to come down a little bit. And, as humans, we deal with domestic other humans and animals, mostly. And so we don't really experience the extreme fear a wild animal really has of us. I think we see animals and we assume domestic, And so we're used to gaining the trust of people and domestic animals, but gaining the trust of a truly wild creature is something else. Good boy. You leaned in a little bit more. Good boy. Good boy, Senna. Good boy. Yeah. He's got the cutest little dot of white right on his lip that I really like. I'm going to try to give him my shoulder, let him sniff me. Good boy. Good. I just want to stand next to him for a minute. You can kind of feel their energy and your energy. Your aura is almost coming together. I'm not super hippy-dippy, but I do believe that living beings have an energy about them and they can sense things, Good boy. Good boy. It's really hard in these moments to not just lean over and give him a big smooch like I do with Pistol. I'll smooch you eventually, buddy. Very good. Good. And I'm going to give him a little bit of a break. He didn't really tell me that he needed a break at all. He's very calm. He's not snorty. His eyes are soft. He's blinking slowly. His weight is still shifted towards me. He's probably enjoying this afternoon sun just as much as I am right now. Good boy. That's a good boy. I'm really proud of that. And this is where this is where I'm at a point where I can decide to end it on that note, or could I reinforce it with one more? I'd really like to get one more. And he's in a calm space and he doesn't seem disengaged. So I might get one more, but then that's it. I'm done. Y'all can hold me accountable to it. In the past, I'd say one more like 10 times. So I really mean one more. Going for one more kind of trusting moment. Pet on the face. Good boy. Yeah. Good boy. So as I approach, I'm going to pivot myself. Good. I'm going to pet him with the stick first. Good boy. And then with my hand. Good boy. I'll see if he wants to sniff me a little bit more. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. I do have to be careful because last time he did want to mouth my clothing and my hair. Interestingly though, when he started becoming fearful, he stopped doing the pawing thing that was like mildly aggressive. So it does seem while he had his confidence replaced by fear, he also seems a little bit safer. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Hi. You're a good boy. Good. Good boy. Good boy. Hey, good boy. I see you. And I could stand here forever. Alright, I let him sniff me. I let him sniff my face. We're kind of going back and forth, exchanging our sniffs or our touches. He actually stayed a little closer that time to me. I'm letting my arm rub on his nose with my hand. He's getting a little sleepy, I think, in this sunshine. And I love that because, like, his little sniffs and head nods. He's so relaxed right now, not a single snort. Eyes are half closed, very soft. So I think the consistency I've done in the past few sessions that I've committed to have really allowed him to feel like he can trust me. And I've felt that he's been longing for this, you know. I could feel every session with him. He wanted to trust me. He just couldn't yet, you know. And I've wanted this so badly for him. I do think he really thrives on having affection and connection. And, you know, I want desperately for him to not be isolated. I want him out in the paddock, and I want to be able to halter him and work with him. I want to get that clubbed foot worked on. I want to open that heel up for him and get him, he's not lame on it, but I'm sure he could be more comfortable. Good boy. You gonna check out Illyria? Hi, Illyria. You can say hi to her. Oh, Illyria got me. Oh, Illyria. I'm sorry, Cinna. Bad cat. It's okay, Cinna. So we were at a good spot to end on a positive note. Until that happened. So I'd love to give him one more small touch then, if he wants it, without the cat, and see if we can end it there. I know I said just one more, and I was ready to walk away, but I definitely don't want to end it on a spook like that from her being an idiot. No, get out, go. Out, Illyria. She thinks I'm playing with her. Good boy. Good boy. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She's just a really dumb cat. That's not true. She's not dumb. She's just a really bold cat. And she doesn't understand that you're so wild. Yeah. I'll let him sniff me a little bit more before I reach out. Feel comfortable about this, because I feel like since she was climbing up my body, it felt like the spook came from him being scared of my body, you know? Here you go, good boy. So I want him to know that nothing's gonna pop out of me at him. Good boy. There, thank you for trusting me again, even though I did not set you up for success there. And I've got a chicken joining me. Everyone just likes hanging out with us, Cinna. We're just some cool kids, huh? Good boy. Yeah, he's a good boy. All right. I'm going to end it there before anything else chaotic happens. And go do something productive until Zach gets off of work. And then I'll get this uploaded tonight for everybody. What am I at? 28 minutes. So it was a longer session than it should have been. But we made a lot of great progress. And I don't blame you if you didn't make it to the end. If you did, you're committed and I appreciate you. And I'll keep you updated on our progress.